What you will be doing today will be a challenge, but it's not for immunity. In fact, this is the final 3.
Yay.
All of you will be able to plead your case to the jury for why you should win this game. However, we only have 4 jury members, so you will actually be playing in your final reward challenge. Now, this is not like any other reward challenge where you will just get an advantage to your next immunity, because there is no next immunity. So instead, since we have 4 jury members, you will actually have the power, if you win this challenge, to vote back in a jury member of your choice, and they will become the 5th and final jury member in this game. Sound like it's worth playing for?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Kyle, throw me the immunity necklace.
Oh, my man.
And then we don't need this anymore. Alright, I'll explain the rules, then we'll get started. In today's challenge, you'll be competing in 4 different trials to craft a golden apple. Completing each trial yields a certain number of gold blocks, depending on who finishes first. Finishing a trial first gives you 3 blocks, second yields 2 blocks, and finishing a trial third gives 1 block. Choose wisely because each trial appeals to a different strength you might have in a challenge. The first trial is a parkour challenge. The second trial is a fishing challenge, where you must present either a salmon, a clownfish, or a pufferfish. The third trial is a maze, where you must go through 2 levels to complete. The fourth trial is a counting challenge, where you must count the requested items in a single row. You may choose any trial, and only 2 people can try the same trial at any given time. First person to collect enough gold and an apple to sacrifice a golden apple to the shrine wins final reward. Survivors ready?
Yeah.
Go!
Wait, we can go to any of them, right?
You can go to any trial, and this is for your final reward, where you can add a jury member. They can either help you or hurt your case, so think about that. Kyle and Nathan both going for the counting challenge. Meanwhile, Andrea is at the fishing challenge, in hoping to grab 1 rare fish.
Yeah, patience.
Andrea struggling.
Oh God.
Nathan already guessing.
Wait,
Nathan guessing on the top row, which means Kyle's going to have to guess on the bottom row to try this challenge.
Yeah.
Andrea pretty much just
Okay.
whipping the fishing rod.
Why is it floating up?
No one has gotten any golden blocks yet.
We have
check,
a
check, check,
factor.
check, check, check,
Kyle
check, check.
asks for a check. Kyle has only 2 right. Andrea switching challenges. Frustrated because she couldn't get a single rare fish and moves on to the parkour challenge. Misses on her first jump.
No.
Check.
Nathan asks for a check. And Nathan is correct, which means he has 3 blocks and is on the board. Andrea still trying on the parkour. If she does get it, she will get 3 golden blocks.
But I counted right.
Are you sure about that? Nathan, going into the maze.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, that's definitely.
Kyle, counting out loud.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3,
Nathan
4,
currently
5,
in the
6,
lead with
7,
3
8, 9,
blocks.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Nathan confused.
1, 2, 3,
He
4,
backtracking in the
Oh, there's
maze.
definitely 24 of those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. There's definitely 21 of those. And there are 4 cows. I'm confused.
And Nathan finds 3 more golden blocks, getting him to 6. You have to go through the top maze, Nathan. Now you're just looking for where the end of this maze is. It is just the first floor brought up a couple, so you just did this maze. Nathan finds his way out.
Caleb, did you check it as well? Am I wrong?
Yes.
How?
Very wrong.
Read your clue.
Shut up.
I'm serious.
But I have read these things 10
Andrea,
times.
trying the parkour once again. Kyle has now switched over to the fishing challenge in frustration. Nathan and Kyle both working on it.
Stop.
Andrea, 2 jumps left. Andrea, one jump away from securing 3
Oh my
blocks,
God.
which she does. Unless she falls
You-
off. But one of the blocks fall. But that's okay, because she gets 3 golden blocks.
Oh, it's a raw fish.
Kyle, not getting any luck with this challenge either. At 0 blocks. Andrea with 3 blocks. And Nathan with 6
I
blocks.
have to make a stupid counting challenge. Ugh.
Hey, you had a choice. You literally could have chose any other challenge.
Yeah, but I need to get that one first to get 3. Because the other ones are easy, or luck.
Let's see where Andrea is. Andrea is in the maze. She has found the midway point, which secures 2 golden blocks for herself, getting her a total of 5 golden blocks.
Oh. Well, that's cool. It's now impossible for me to win. LOL!
Are you sure about that?
I think. Right?
It's not.
Well, that was
Andrea is
easy.
using
Make
her
harder
brain.
parkour, my homie.
Well, Andrea took like half the challenge, so you know, it's...
I literally got it on my first try.
Well, yeah, then again, you can't count for anything.
Well, you know, maybe I'm dyslexic.
Andrea,
Oh,
now trying, and has 2
that
answers
is
down
incorrect.
for the counting challenge. Actually doing the row that Kyle couldn't do. Kyle
What?
secures another golden block with the maze. Now
Do I
he's
need
at
to jump
3
off?
blocks. Nathan has 6. Andrea has 5.
You funny.
Oh, I see. Okay. Come on.
Andrea
you thought,
thinks that
homie,
she's
you
found
thought.
the mistake that might have tripped up Kyle and herself. Could she fix what Kyle didn't see?
That is correct,
Hey.
proving Kyle doesn't know how to count.
Andrea is able to get the second portion.
shut up. I can count. I'm a smart child.
Nathan finds a rare fish with a salmon and secures 3 more golden blocks, getting him 3 first places, which means he has 9 golden blocks, exceeding the 8 minimum. But for some reason, Nathan is trying the parkour.
Just for the lols.
Is that right?
Andrea gets the counting challenge that Kyle couldn't get right correct, and moves on with 2 golden blocks.
Andrew, you gonna do the fishing?
For some reason, Nathan isn't moving on to build his golden apple.
Oh, I have to do that?
Yes. Nathan,
Andrew,
extremely confused.
I can't win anymore. Andrew, go. Do it,
Kyle
do it,
giving
do
up
it.
because he
I'm
says
not
he
giving
can't
up.
win anymore.
I'm just giving Andrew a clownfish so that they have a better chance of. It's a competition.
Kyle pretty much just throwing.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I guess this is your fish, Andrea. Meaning you have 8 gold blocks. Nathan, you're in the wrong spot. You were at Lime. Switch places with Andrea.
Oh no.
That is not your spot.
This is my area. Rip.
Actually, I think that's my area.
Well, you know.
So it's gonna
After
come
that-
down to a foot race
After my
between Andrea and
amazing
Nathan
counting,
to build
I get
a golden apple,
first.
where they still have to
This-
find
I'm
an
gonna-
apple.
I'm gonna do the count.
Nathan looking for an apple. Andrea also looking for an apple. It's gonna come down to who can find an apple first.
Sweet love.
Nathan could have won this challenge like 5 minutes ago,
Sorry.
but for some reason he was trying other things for no reason. Kyle's also seems like he's given up, but he can't give an apple to either of them.
Wait, I have not said I give up.
Andrea's found an apple,
Oh.
throws the materials to make a table.
Well, I mean, like, I didn't legit get that equipment, though. So.
Well, at least Andrea has integrity.
Yo, not me.
Andrea looking to the left, almost as if she's pitying Nathan.
Stop. I'm thinking.
Go up there.
What? This?
Andrea has made her golden apple. And Andrea wins final reward. Andrea, you have won the ability to vote back in someone who was eliminated in the game to become the 5th and final jury member. I'll see you all at tonight's special tribal council. Jack is the 4th member of the jury, and he will be getting intel from this tribal, as will John, Dizzy, and Angie. Welcome, Final 3, and congrats again to the 3 of you. Andrea,
Yeah.
Do you have any idea of who you might be adding back into the jury and why?
Yeah, I do have a general idea of who I want to vote in.
Kyle, what case would you make to Andrea with who she should bring back into the jury, if a case at all?
I don't have a right to make a. I don't think I have the right to make a case. She won the reward. It's not like I'm fighting to win the game. I'm just fight. She's the one that she won the challenge. She gets to vote whoever she wants. I'm not gonna try to sway her in any way.
Nathan, do you want to make a case to Andrea with who she should vote back in?
I concur. I agree with Killer Kelp.
Okay, well, with a straightforward and seemingly passive tribal council, it is time for you, Andrea, to cast your vote to bring back an eliminated castaway. He or she will become the 5th and final member of the jury tonight.
I've worked with a lot of people throughout this game, but most of the people that I've worked with actively are either in the jury or still playing with me. So I'm still deciding, but I have a pretty good idea on who I want to be in the jury.
I have gathered the vote. The person that will be entering into the jury on night 22 as the 5th and final member of the jury, Miller, the first person voted out. An interesting choice. We'll see if that'll change the game tomorrow night. But for now, rest up because you'll need all the energy you can muster to make your case to the jury. Good night. Welcome Kyle, Andrea, and Nathan. Congratulations on making it to the final 3. To win this game, you have one challenge left in front of you, and that is to get the jury to vote for you to win. Each jury member is on the bench tonight because you directly or indirectly got them voted out, and now you have to convince them to crown you as their winner. We will now bring in the members of the jury. Angie, Dizzy, John, Jack, and Miller, voted back into the game via Andrea's reward. Alright, this is how Final Tribal is going to work. The 3 finalists will give their opening statements on why they deserve to win this game. Then we'll give the jury control of Tribal one by one with a Q&A session. Kyle, why don't you get us started with your opening statement?
I guess I'll stand up and come over to my my jury members. I'm not a jury member. Why, hello, people. Overall, I do think I played the best social, strategical, and physical game throughout all of it, and at least in all, and I can at least try to prove that as much as possible through questions. I won 3 immunities. I know physical isn't the most important, which is why I said it first. Basically, I talked to all of you but Miller at some point because, I mean, Miller was out first and didn't even get a chance to. So I made some kind of strategy, even if it was, false strategy, because this game is a game about deceiving, so I did lie to a lot of you. Yeah, and then strategically, I did make many, I think, impacting moves that got me to the final 3, and I wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for that. Thank you.
Nathan, your turn.
Well, I've been sticking with Andrea the whole time, and then I just kind of went about my own business. I was pretty impartial. Yeah.
Alright, last but not least, Andrea.
Start off by saying that this was an interesting game. I feel like there was a lot of different alliances being made, some interesting plays, and vote changes. As someone Kyle did mention earlier in this game, lying and deceiving is a huge factor in this game. Although I'm not particularly as strong in the challenge area as other people are, I feel like I do nail down the important aspect of communication within this game. I feel like through the loyalty and the messages that I've sent to other people have brought me this far in this game. So, yes.
Thank you, Andrea. Alright, jury, we'll pick up with the questions after some time to let the finalists settle in. Jury, Tribal Council is now yours. Angie, you're first up.
First thing I would like to say is, God, my leg is really in pain, so I'd like a chair. Alright, thank you. Alright. Oh, I'm laughing in pain, okay. I was not here for most of the game after I got medevac because of my leg, so I want to know, what did you guys do after I left? What moves did you make? Kyle, you go first because I hate you the most.
Oh! Well, that was to be expected. Honestly, I will go ahead and say that most of the moves I made were alongside Andrea, since she was the one person that I would have no chance of backstabbing, because she was the one person I could truly trust in this game. So, whenever I say like I made these moves, a few of them were definitely also her. Taking out Dizzy, we went from it was actually the Jack vote at first, which we changed to Dizzy, which I actually felt like would have been a better move to take out Jack at that time, hence him getting farther because of the immunities. Then it was Final Five. I used my idol on Andrea. I don't know if we never actually got the votes, but I don't know if it made a difference. And then sent John home. And then after that, I won for my third immunity, and after Jack couldn't spell 4, and sent him home. In some way, I have putting almost all the jury that I could on the jury.
That guy in the back, 'cause I don't know who he is.
Oh, stuck with Andrea the whole time, and then had to lie and all that stuff to get us to the final 3. So that's the moves I did. Was all out for Teamy.
All right, Andrea, since you're my favorite, go ahead and speak.
Aw. All right, I'll just tell you about Nathan. Throughout this game, when we first started this game, Nathan was someone who did not know how to play Survivor. So I immediately took hold of that, and throughout this entire game, I've been using him to my advantage. For example, the last game, I asked him to throw the game for me so that I could win the advantage, which he did so. Alongside that, he's also gone with every single vote that I've done and has voted against people that I specifically asked him to, along with giving me the advantage in a few games that we've done. I would say that's probably one of the biggest plays that I made this season.
All right, I want to ask my second question, who was the hero and who was the villain of the game, and why? Choose Andrea first.
Why do you hate me?
Hero-wise, I would say Nathan, because the loyalty that he has and the amount of kindness that he showed towards me and all other players. He never thought of backstabbing anyone and was genuinely just trying to help people out throughout the season. Villain-wise, I would say that would be me, because of the way that I was able to manipulate people, play different social cards, and were able to last until the end in this specific way.
Let's go, Nathan.
As far as I'm concerned, everyone was looking out for themselves or their teammates, and it's all a matter of perspective either. Anyway, who I think would be the bad guy or the good guy is not going to be the same for someone else. They're going to see a different bad guy and a different good guy. It all just depends on your perspective.
What is Kyle for 100 points?
I'd say the hero was Jack, since he was an underdog, and he really, the alliances he made, at least from my perspective, I didn't see him, abandon them or backstab them. He won a lot of challenges, and he kind of just did what it took for him to get as far as he could with his alliance that crumbled very quickly. And then I would say I was probably the villain, just because the 3 people on the jury that could have got voted out, I voted out I voted all of them, and one I idled out, another probably hates me now after I blindsided him at the John vote, and then voted him out after that, and then Dizzy, yeah, I voted him out too. I feel like I lied to everyone as much as I probably could, besides Andrea, so that's probably why I say I'm the villain.
All right, as I walk away, I have one thing left to say. It is Isle, I ship it, all right?
Thank you, Angie. Let's go to Miller. Your segment's up.
The reason why I got to watch this game from a very spectator standpoint. I wasn't there. I didn't feel the magnitude of the vote-offs like you guys did. However, because of the twist and the circumstance of the game, that Chris allowed Andrea to vote in a jury member, and I'm going to say my vote is already decided because of the fact that I feel it is right that the person who won the advantage and voted me back in gets the vote for winning me back into the game. However, I'm not going to plead why they should win, but instead I'm going to give them advice. I'm going to point out what they did good in this game. Kyle, you were a complete challenge beast. You played all your social cards effectively. I think you are a very good candidate to win this game. If you want to win, you should definitely play that out. Andrea, you are a very social person. you don't really play up front, you play from behind the scenes, and that's respectable, and the jury should also look at that, not just what Kyle has done up front. And Nathan, I'm not sure how you're going to win this one, buddy, but good luck. And with that said, jury, make the decision on your own. Vote for the person that you think played the best game. I'm not one to influence that. I hope you all make the right choice.
All right, Dizzy, the floor is yours.
All right. Now, this isn't just a simple question. Well, kind of is a question. Okay. So I have a website called random.org. Now, in random.org, I've given 4 names, and it's 4 merged people that have gotten out. When I randomize, I'd like to ask you what happened at that tribal council that you've impacted. So for Killer, I'm going to randomize for you. All right, this is Jack's tribal council. What did you do in Jack's tribal council?
I kind of just had the majority of power at that tribal, and Andrew and I just kind of both realized he's stayed in the game this whole time, and he was the biggest challenge threat. I wanted him gone ages ago. Not everyone agreed with that, but I knew he was the biggest challenge threat, and if there was a final 2, then he would probably win the final 3 challenge, and either Andrea or I would have been voted out. So that is why I made the move against Jack.
All right, for Andrea, it is Izzy. All right,
so we were initially going to go for Jack this round. However, I knew that you and Jack were in an alliance. And so when you started telling me to vote for Jack, I immediately knew that you two were going to try to gang up on me and vote me out. So in that respect, I assumed Jack had a community idol or something like that. So I told Nathan and Kyle that I feel like we should switch to Dizzy, and we both switched to you, and that's why you got out.
All right, and Nathan, Bun Boy.
Let's go, Bun Boy.
Everyone was saying vote Bun Boy, so that's what I did. In this one respect, I conformed to the majority.
Thanks, Dizzy. Jack, you're 4th up.
I know what you put me for.
Sorry, it just so happened.
Give me a chair. I don't really have anything to say. I'm fairly sure I know who I'm voting for. From what I've heard so far, and I'm not sure if there's anything else I need to hear. So, Kyle and Andrew, how long have you been together, and how long have you been raising me?
Oh.
Wait.
He's kind of just here.
Anyway, the real question that I have is, Nathan, how do you feel that Andrew just manipulated the entire game?
No, I don't believe she manipulated me, because in the end, all the choices were mine to make.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, and John, you can wrap it up with your portion.
Hey, that's me. Okay, so as you all know, personalities and strategies are key to win this game. So I'd like to ask how you think your personalities and strategies fit in with the other 2 people's personalities, and how that brought you up to this level. Kyle first.
Obviously, as everyone probably knows, Andrea was my #1 alliance member throughout this whole game. I'm a much more, I guess, vocal player. I like to say what's known, and I like to go straight to people and say what I think about it, and I like to make moves up front, while she does a lot more behind the scenes stuff. So like, really our strategies kind of just mingle together really well, because we could cover both fronts in a very proficient manner. So really, I guess.
All right, thank you. And now, Andrea?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Kyle here. He is the more vocal person out of the 2 of us, is able to communicate his thoughts a lot more effectively, while I tend to like to stay in the background and be messaging people throughout my time here on the game show. I think, yeah, like he said, our personalities do work well together. I chose Nathan because he didn't know what he was doing, and I think that our personalities were able to match up pretty well there.
Okay, Nathan, what do you think about this?
I tend to be very reserved and independent, but in the case with Andrea, I believe we've already proven to each other multiple times over to be loyal. When I know I can trust someone, I'm very much more open to being cooperative and working as a team.
All right, thank you. I think I've made my decision.
All right, jury, I hope you've gathered enough from our finalists, because now you will be voting for a winner. Tonight, you'll be writing on the parchment the name of the person you want to see winning this game. Angie, you're up first.
I'm voting for who I thought deserved it the best. I hope that Chris, you give this book to Kyle afterwards. Second page has some nice stuff on it. I hope he turns the page.
This is a long time coming. Whether who wins or who loses, this was a good game. They both played well, but this vote's for the person that deserves to win.
Final three. Jury members, I would like to thank everyone who was a part of this cast for such an amazing season. I can't
You're
wait
welcome.
to actually go ahead and edit this, even though it's going to be like 18 hours of raw footage. But each and every one of you had a different personality and characteristic that's just going to make the audience love you once these videos go up. So without further ado, let's read the votes. There are 5 votes. It takes 3 to win. Tonight, you want to see your name come up. I will read the votes. First vote, Kyle. Second vote, Andrea. Third vote, Kyle. That's 2 votes Kyle, 1 vote Andrea, 2 votes left. Andrea. That is 2 votes Kyle, 2 votes Andrea, 1 vote left. The winner of Minecraft Survivor Sherwood, Andrea. Congratulations.
Woo! Congratulations, you finally won!
Wait, someone actually. I actually thought. I legit thought it was gonna be a 5-0.
Kyle, come here. Come here.
Congrats, dude.
Kyle.
Good job, Kyle.
Thank you guys for an amazing season, and thank you, the viewers, for staying tuned till the finale for the reveal of the winner. Hope to catch you all at the reunion show and back again here for the premiere of Season 2.